Hello there, my little pork chops. This is ViolinguyGolf, and I am coming to you from frigid Atlanta, Georgia today.
Joy is gone from our hearts, our dancing has turned to mourning.
We don't hear those words very often, but it is cold. Today, actually, for the first time since, I don't know, New Year's Eve maybe, we're expected to get above freezing, so it's pretty cold here. Not as cold as some other parts of the country, so if you're there, holy cow, man, put on a sweater, I guess. I don't know what to tell you. Light something on fire, whatever you need to do, but yeah, it's cold. So, anyways, today, I haven't made a recording in a while, but today we're going to go ahead and do a tutorial on hazards and how to create hazards. Well, not really how to create them so much as where to put them. And what the different types of hazards are. Obviously, there's water. We're not going to really talk about water very much in this video because I'm going to do a whole separate tutorial on its own on water and how to create water and where should it go and how to make things, beautiful with water. Okay, but what we're going to talk about today are the other types of hazards. There are many types of hazards for a golf hole. Okay, number one is bunkers. You see them a lot on golf courses. Bunkers are everywhere, okay? But on good golf courses, on well-designed golf courses, but are strict times about a golf course in a review or something like that. Oh, it was a beautiful golf course with strategic bunkering. And that's what we're going for today. We're going to go for some strategic. So we're going to tee off, right? Let's look here. Here's a bunker. How far away is it? 268. Okay, so that's not a bad, actually, in regular golf, real golf, that's a good spot for a bunker. In order to, if you hit it directly over the bunker, you'd have to carry the ball 277. In this game, tour clubs are 279 carry off the tee with no wind. All right, player clubs, I believe, is 265. I don't play with player clubs hardly at all. So, for player clubs, this is, excuse me, this is in a perfect spot. Okay, now, how do I know? Well, look up at the top. It says yards to tee. All right, and it says, 275, blah, blah, blah. Those are the different tees and how far from those tees it is to this bunker. All right, another way you could do it is you use the measuring tool. So let's see, I'm back here at my tees, and I want to use the measuring tool. You go to Sculpt, Measure. Okay, then you get this little cute thing. Click it once, zoom out to go faster, and ba-ba-boom, there you are. Okay, you get right down to almost to the foot. The nice thing about the measuring tool is it tells you up, down, that's minus 6.7 feet, so you're down 6 feet. All right, like say you wanted to know how far it was to hit it through the fairway, 326. There's not anybody really who's going to hit it 326 in this game. So I'm going to go ahead and back out of there. So this is a moderately, placed bunker. All right, it's somewhere where a bad drive would go into it. Okie dokie. So now we're going to put some bunkers here. I've already shaped this fairway. I've made the tees. Tees are flat. You can kind of see, I didn't finish filling it in. We're going to talk about that in a minute. But I've used spline, a combination of spline and shapes. Here, got some shapes up here by the green. Okay, and some bunkers at the green. So let's talk about fairway bunkers. All right, so from the tee, from the tee to here is 250. To carry it is, that's perfect. Okay, gee, it's almost as if I put that little indentation in the fairway there on purpose. Yes, I did. Okay, so there's a bad job with the splines and the thing. But anyways, so let's say, okay, so that's perfect. So create surface bunker, brush, I always like this shape for bunkers. It's a great shape for bunkers. We're going to build on it, however. So we're going to put this right here. We might even put, we're going to just put one big bunker. We're going to do that. Okay, we're not going to do any work on this bunker, in terms of actual, elevation work or terrain work or anything like that. But we're just going to put a bunker here, and it's going to be beautiful. All right, that's not too bad. I would probably clean that up a little bit, but that's a perfect bunker. It's there for a reason. And the reason is this. Number one, it's going to catch a bad drive. If you're aiming down the middle of the fairway and you push it, boom, you're in the bunker. Okay? However, you might want to get cute off the tee and cut some of this dog leg off, and get up in this area, especially if you're like downwind or something. You might get a hold of one, and you can hit it 315, 320 into here, but you got to carry this first. And if you hit it slow, if you hit it very slow, if you don't hit a good drive, something like that, you're going to, this bunker's going to catch you. Okay, hazards, excuse me, every shot, and these are, here's some design theory that comes from two pretty good sources, and that's Tillinghast and Jack Nicklaus. And basically they both agree that every shot you hit on a golf course should be challenged in some way by some sort of a hazard. Okay, so in this case, the tee shot, you've got this bunker here. We're going to put another bunker up here. All right, so while we're at it, as I was saying, every shot should be challenged. There should be something other than just wide open fairway for every single shot. So like here, right here, this is a challenge for this hole. Okay. Now let's say you really get a hold of one and then you're downwind and you hit it right into this area. Okay. Well, we got this guy here. Okay. Now this bunker serves two purposes. Okay, and that's another thing that Tillinghast and Nicklaus agree on is, and Tillinghast was the one who really, put this down in his own design theory, but is that every bunker, every area of rough, every bunker on the golf course, every waste area on a golf course, any area filled with sand on a golf course has a purpose other than cosmetics. All right. Now, that purpose could be a number of things. That purpose could be line of sight. I love using bunkers as line of sight. Okay, let's say, like in this instance, you can't really see the fairway, so I might put a bunker just right here. Okay, nobody's going to, off the tee, hit a shot into that bunker at 189. Okay, I mean, you got to suck pretty bad to do that. Now, I've done that before. Anyway, but I'll put a bunker here just so guys can see which direction to hit the ball. All right, but this one here, this bunker actually serves two purposes. Let's say you really get a hold of one, it's downwind, and you clear this bunker. Okay, most guys can carry it with tour clubs. I say most guys. I mean, there's a finite amount of distance. There's no power swing or any of that nonsense. So with tour clubs, you can carry it 297, downwind, downhill. Okay, let's say you have firm fairways, you get a big bounce, and boom, now you're in this bunker, which at 339 is unreachable. No, not really. Okay, the other reason for that bunker is, let's say you hit a bad shot. Let's say you hit one over here. Okay, well now you're in the fotch, as I like to call it. You're behind a tree. You're in this grass. You're over here. Okay, you don't have a whole lot of choice. Let's say you get a 65% lie or something like that, and then you hack it out, but you don't hit a really good shot. Boom, now you're in this bunker. That bunker gives you just something else to care about while you're over here. Okay, same with over here. Let's say you pull one. Okay, you're over in this nonsense. All right, now this is, there'll be some more trees here and stuff like that. But let's say you're over here. Let's say you're trying to get it back out into the fairway. Well, boom, you got a bunker right there. Or let's say you're trying to hit it up here, but you push it. Okay, so this is what these two bunkers are for. All right, again, every shot must be challenged. Okay, there must be some sort of hazard, some sort of obstacle to overcome on every golf shot. Okay, hitting it straight and landing it in the fairway is one kind of goal you should have, but you shouldn't be able to just hit it straight on into a giant run fairway. Okay, runway fairways that guys call them runways because they're straight as an arrow and really wide. Okay, that's not a cool look. That's another thing Nicholas says is you should never have any just straight holes. Okay, every hole's got to have at least a little bit of curvature to it. So, that's fairway bunkers. Let's look over here at the green. We got greenside bunkers. All right, I've gone ahead and made this green. I got 4 pins here. Okay, I don't like the fact that there's not one back here, but, it is what it is. Okay, all 4 of these pins, except for this one, pin number 1. Pin number 1 is generally the easiest pin on the green. But you shouldn't make every pin number 1 the easiest on every green. I've said that before, but I want to reiterate. You want to rotate them. Every now and then you want to make number 4 pin super easy. Okay, so that during the 4th round, some guys aren't like, oh my God, here's another, shitty pin, tucked, back in the back next to a bunker like this. All right, this pin is guarded by this bunker. This bunker is here for a reason. It guards this pin. Okay, this bunker guards this pin. Okay, and it also guards the front of the green. Okay, when you have a bunker that's curved like this, generally, you are going to have this central part of the bunker is generally going to be raised up, like so. All right, so it makes it, if you're, if you hit it, come on, if you hit it down in this area like this, okay, it helps guard that. All right, this pin guarded by this bunker. Okay, so wayward shots. This green is very well protected. They call this a very well protected green. That's in golf jargon, I guess. Let's talk about other hazards. There are 3 more I want to talk about. One I'm going to hit on very briefly right now, and that's trees. There's also been an epidemic of golf courses with trees all over the freaking place in the way. And it is annoying as hell. So, here's a tree, okay? Let's say I put this tree right here. That tree's in the way. I hate that, okay? Technically, you could probably hit it around it. There's a little opening here, but this is not good golf course design, having this tree here like that, okay? Having it here, on the other hand, is okay. Having it here is also okay. Yes, it's between the tee and the fairway, technically. Okay, you could even do this if you wanted to. That makes it a little tight. Okay, but you got to avoid that tree. All right. But trees can be a good hazard. You could put a tree right. You could put a tree right here. Okay. You hit a nice drive. Let's say the pin's in the back over there, like pin number 3, I think it was, that was over there, or 4. All right, you got that tree is kind of in your way. It's a psychological thing also. All right, but let's not get crazy and keep putting trees in the middle of the freaking fairways. Okay, that's just, it's not, really not fair, because even if you hit a perfect drive right down the middle and you're sitting right here, you got to have to hit some kind of crazy ass draw or fade around that thing. Or hit it straight, and then you don't have enough clearance to get up over. It's just, let's go a little easy on the trees, okay? But trees used wisely can be an excellent hazard. Let's say I put one right here, and I'm going to use the same kind of tree, which you should never do. I'm going to make it bigger, and then let's say you put it right here. Okay, so there. You have an opening. Okay, but a wayward drive might hit one of those things. All right, so, okay. That's all I'm going to say about trees. The next thing I'm going to talk about is grass bunkers. I made this fairway out of splines and then filled it in. That has become my new preferred way of making fairways. I still do some shapes. I usually do like a combination. So, but I unfilled this area here. Okay, you see this, unfortunately, not often enough. I'm getting coffee. Excuse me. Hold on. Cheers. You don't quite see it often enough, but you do see it from time to time on golf courses, and that's grass bunkers. Okay, so obviously that looks like shit. That looks like, okay, I had a bunch of circles here and I deleted them all. Okay, don't do that. All right, so after you've made your fairway, this is the other reason I like using splines, because when you fill it in, you can unfill it in and put grass bunkers. Or you could put a bunker in the middle of the fairway over here. All right, so that's why I like using the splines now. You know, I had to do it for a couple of golf courses where I needed some fairway in the middle of the fairway bunkers, and then I just kind of was like, hey, that works. So, delete a bunch of your circles. Here, I'm going to delete this one too. Go, see, it's, you know, boom, it's gone. Eventually, there we go. Okay, again, though, this looks like crap, and it's your entire fairway. You would never have this. Okay, so let's go ahead, create surfaces, fairway, brush. I use a couple of different brushes to fill in. Okay, I don't like straight edges. Okay, you know, nature doesn't paint with a lot of straight lines. So I like using this one. So let's go ahead and do this. We're going to put our grass bunker kind of over here. So, you know, go ahead and do this. And again, I mean, I'm painting my fairway in such a way. Now you can, you know, you don't want to have it, you don't want uniformity. Uniformity is bad. Okay, so you want wavy lines, but not too wavy. You know, so many rules, right? Let's make this smaller. I'm going to come up here. Okay, you could do all this with one shape. You can do it with several shapes if you want. Okay, but I am doing this with one. And, okay, I'm going to make this guy bigger, and we're going to do this. It's going to be a little pointy up there at the top. Another brush I like to use for this kind of work is this guy, because it's kind of straight, but it's got that, you know, slight curve right there. So you're not going to have any jagged straight lines. All right. So anyway, you're going to get what you're going to get. I'm filling this in. It's taking friggin' 5 years to do, but okay, now I have something that looks a little bit better. Let's get rid of that little edge down there. Okay, now I've got just like a more or less round grass bunker. Okay, like any other bunker though, let's go ahead and you know, make this have some depth to it. You know, you can do it this way. You want to be a little careful with this because you don't want your fairway to always lead you into a bunker, okay? So let's try this then instead. We'll use the brush that is, you know, like this, but with a little softer edge. And then see how only the center of the bunker kind of went down like that? Okay. You can get very creative making these bunkers, okay? So that's a grass bunker. I have yet to have a golf course, actually, that's got a grass bunker, all right? I hope this helps in bunker placement and in hazard placement. I will be doing a video on water soon. I will also be doing another video on, you know, some of the finer points, some pro tips, sort of, to get your golf course looking better. All right, so be good, be safe, be warm, and enjoy the rest of your week. Do your best work when you design. Guy out.